Welcome to the Manager Matt podcast show. The show is designed to give you solutions to your day-to-day management and leadership problems. It's hosted by Matthew Haddock, a frontline manager and leader with over 25 years of experience. If you're ready, then let's get on with the show.
Welcome to the Manager Matt podcast show. This week I want to look at how to take feedback as a leader. What's the best way to get the gift of feedback? And how, as a boss, you should react. Well, let's get on with the show. So you're the boss. You're the head of the department or the team. And with that, you have an air of knowledge. And dare I say it, power. Well, at least positional power. But you feel that you are approachable and ready to learn. So with all that in mind, how do you respond to true, honest feedback? We said a number of times on the show that feedback is a gift, and the fact that someone wants to give you that gift as a leader should be something that you appreciate. Now, if you're saying you're open to it, you make sure that you give plenty of feedback to your team, then the Rex will react by giving you feedback back. That's how it works. You're giving them the feedback, you're showing the feedback model, and you're expecting them to improve. So you're going to have to expect some feedback back to you. Now, I was recently challenged with this in my own professional life, and it made me reflect on how, as a leader, I should and did react. Feedback was very valid. I'd broken a site rule. Now, a minor site rule, in my mind, not something that was going to endanger anyone, but a rule that needed to be applied. And the person was very quick to tell me so. But even with all my years of experience, my first human reaction when challenged was to push back and not take that feedback as well as I could have. Now, I didn't directly challenge the person. I didn't say I didn't want the feedback. I just thought to myself, how dare he? How dare they say that? There's an ego that started to nibble in the back of my mind. I had to stop myself from actually going and saying that to that person. I had to walk away and think. I had to have a moment to myself. And that just proves as a manager you're human. You can have moments. You don't always have to be right every minute. And what I did was I took some time and then I purposely went back to the individual and thanked them. I said that straight to themselves. Really and honestly, thank you for giving that feedback. I should lead by example and I should follow the rules. I asked them to make sure that if you saw me doing that again, or any of our team, that they did exactly the same, because the rules were there and the rules needed to be followed. If I couldn't follow the rules, why would I expect my team and my team to follow the rules? No strings. No, well, if only you had said it this way then. A straight thank you, and then a move on. An acknowledgement that you've done something wrong, you've taken the feedback, and you're moving on. By doing this, the team see that I can walk the same line, I can follow the same rules, and I can take the feedback that I've talked about. Another occurrence happened when I was in the middle of a conversation with a person. I was trying to be diplomatic around some information I'd got, and I was trying to smooth the waters with this individual. Now, by doing that, I thought I'd done the right thing. I was allowing this person to hear it in a different way that made them think in a different way. But actually, that information for the individual needed to be delivered in a different way. And they saw through straight away the way that I was trying to do it. And they called me out. It was a one-to-one conversation. They said, "Don't beat around the bush, Matt. That's what you're trying to say. You're not saying it how you normally said it. If you think there's an issue, why don't you tell me? I don't want to hear the ins and outs." And I should have realised this person was very much a direct person. She wanted to be direct. She's very much into numbers. So that person needed to have that. And again, after the meeting was over, I took a bit of time and I walked away and I thought about it. And I thought, she's right. That is going to build my relationship with this person because I am going to be more direct. And I went back to her and again I thanked them. I said, "Thank you." I said, "Thank you so much." She said, "Thank you for what?" I said, "Thank you for being so honest with me. Thank you for calling me out for not giving you the information that was right for you at that time. You had a point that was very, very valid. I was trying to give you information in a softer form than you really want, and I need to appreciate the fact that you like it directly there as information. So thank you. So again, thank you, moved on. And that gift means that I can know next time we interact on a point, we have a really good relationship. I've built that relationship now. I wasn't going to be one of them ones saying, why have you said this to me? Why have you said that to me? And the next time I have that conversation, I'll know exactly what she wants. She wants to have that information in a certain format and in a certain way that she can react to. She doesn't want it sugarcoating. That's not how it works. And as managers, we probably get these challenges all the time. And I think it's really a pleasure that I'm having these people open up to me to say these things. And they've said it to me in a number of ways. And I then have given that confidence back to them they can do it. They still know you're the boss. You've still got the positional power. Let's face that. That's not going away. But by building this relationship on the feedback and the parts that you're doing with that person and the team, you're starting to get another layer. So the next time you're given the gift of feedback, be thankful that people can open up and give you that feedback. You need to smile, you need to thank them, you need to say what you are going to learn, and then you need to move forward. It's done, that's closed. Well, thanks for listening to this week's show. I hope it's given you a thought of how to improve you as a manager and as leader. So please keep listening and look forward to your feedback. Well, that's it for Manager Matt this week. Keep safe. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for listening to this Manager Matt podcast. We hope you found it interesting, helpful and actionable. One last thing, please leave a quick review on iTunes or with your podcast provider, as it helps to spread the word of Manager Matt. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the podcast, and if you did like anything in particular, send an email to managermattpodcast@gmail.com or visit managermatt.co.uk for more content. Feedback is a gift, so let's keep giving. See you next week.